I put $20 on the roulette table, and that was really it. I kind of live my life pretty cheap. I don't mind paying for things, but I kind of just don't like throwing money away. So that was one of the reasons why I think I made myself really get into WWE the last year. But the more I got into it, like, the more I really realized, like, how much I really love this stuff. And the more I got to the point where I always was kind of scared that to be a WWE fan, you had to watch Raw, you had to watch SmackDown, you had to watch the pay-per-views. I don't want to, like, pick and choose what it is, but I mean, like, I feel comfortable not watching NXT. I feel comfortable, you know, not watching AEW a bit. Like, I follow the product, but I don't, like, join into, like, huge conversations with people ripping each other over if it's good or bad. It just, right now, it's just not on my table. There was a good time when I was watching a lot of AEW, mostly because I was following along with the product with BTE, which for me really got me into watching it because I thought that was an awesome way to get the characters across. But even though I went on my WrestleMania trip, I'm not done, you know, being a wrestling fan. I think I am really, really interested in basically all the stuff that is going down. I think that Backlash is going to be in St. Louis. I believe it's going to be in 2 weeks. And they hit the trails running. There's 2 major storylines in WWE that was on Monday Night Raw. We set up for a dream match that a lot of people, when John Cena announced was going to be his last WrestleMania match, that he was going to have his last year in WWE. You know, one of the big names that a lot of people wanted to see was Randy Orton versus John Cena one more time. I kind of thought that was funny, because there was a time period when, like, it seemed like every pay-per-view was Orton and Cena. Every Monday Night Raw, the main storyline was Orton versus Cena. I keep looking for it, but I could have swore that there was a match. I'm not really quite sure on what the time period was of the year, but I thought they had, like, built it around as the last Orton versus Cena match that they would do. I could have at least swore I saw some sort of a graphic or something like that as a selling point of, like, hey, I know we've done this match 1,000 times. We're going to do it one more, but it's the last time, so you better watch this one. For the long time, those 2 guys were 2 of the best workers in the company. They knew each other inside and out. And when Randy Orton slithered his way from underneath the ring into the ring, and hit John with that RKO, I really couldn't think of anything better that they could have done. I think a lot of people are going to be like, well, where's the rematch? Why is Cody not getting a shot at John Cena? If you really think about it, Roman hasn't got his rematch from WrestleMania 40 yet. So, you know, them keeping them apart for as long as you can, I think is going to make Cody versus Cena even bigger. A lot of people are already rushing it like it's going to be the SummerSlam match. I would be surprised. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if Cody versus Cena is saved for what we think is going to be Cena's last match in WWE. I believe he's got 27 more appearances. He's going to be in Texas. I saw the merch get released today on WWE Shop. I can't remember if it's El Paso or what city it's going to be in. But he's also got the Backlash show coming up, so I think that'll bring us down to 25 more appearances. I don't have any doubt in my mind that Cena is going to beat Orton, but it is It is a match that I think a lot of people want to see. People were excited that they got to see Orton at WrestleMania in a match that was hyped because of the fact he was like, everybody wanted to see Rusev or Aleister Black, somebody make the return to the company. Some people thought it was going to be Jeff Hardy. It ended up being, Joe Hendry, which people either loved or they hated. It went either way. I thought it was cool. TNA had their World Heavyweight Champion on WrestleMania. It doesn't matter if he lost in 3 minutes. It's exposure. It gets him out there. I mean, I kind of see a point where WWE buys, TNA. I'm not really, quite 100% sure, but this whole working relationship with NXT and TNA where people bounce back and forth, I think they're going to get to a point once they've kind of moved everybody around where, Ethan Page has gone back to TNA, Moose has come to NXT, that they're going to be like, there's no more kind of like dream match, dream scenarios, and they're just going to buy it up and have it as like a second brand that they can have it put out there. I think that there will be a day that WWE does purchase, TNA, and I think that makes them bigger having their guy be on WrestleMania. I thought it was huge. Orton versus Cena, gonna be a really, really good match. Don't not in my mind Cena's gonna beat him, but I think that they can put on a good match that really looks like the odds are stacked against Cena. But Cena is, smart. He's got one left in the tank. Orton makes one mistake, and Cena capitalizes on it. Hell, with it being in St. Louis, maybe to get Cena over even more. Maybe it's a disqualification finish. Maybe it's a count out. Maybe it's something close to that, and Orton gets to look strong. I don't really know where that goes with the story, because you would think that would mean they would want to have some sort of another match. But, we got to see Punk versus Cena. We got to see Roman versus Cena. Seth versus... I don't know if we'll get Seth versus Cena. Two biggest heels in the company on the same brand. Maybe they'll keep them apart, but it's going to be good regardless. Backlash 2025.